Hey guys, Keith McIntosh here. As you may know, I do a lot of commercial construction financing. I prepared a commercial financing FAQ. Want to take a second and go through it with you quickly. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me or give me a call, and we can custom or tailor a solution to your individual needs. There is a lot involved in commercial financing. So want to make sure that everyone's aware up front and without delay, I will bring up my presentation. All right, so here's my commercial financing FAQ. So first and foremost, what we'll do is we'll do a client-facing meeting. Um, and once we get a better understanding for your project, and we have initial discussion and we both want to move forward, what we'll do is we'll get a completed mortgage application with identification and personal income taxes as well as corporate income taxes. It is important to know everyone who is borrowing on this mortgage. So we'll get an organizational chart along with the articles of incorporation. If it's an existing corporation, we'll also request copies of any financial statements that you may have. The lender would likely want to know that you're up to date on any type of remittances as well, and your income taxes, of course. So from there, we'll get into more detailed information depending on what your project plan is, right? So we'll have a different set of documents requested if we're doing a refinance versus a purchase versus construction financing. Some of the documents below will be requested depending on your current situation. So this reflects really essentially if it's a purchase, refinance, or construction financing. Now, in terms of standard commercial financing, the process is typically 6 to 8 weeks. The breakdown involves a 5 to 10 business day time period to get a term sheet and for us to prepare a letter of engagement for financing. This will occur after we receive the documents as well as the application. Um, Depending on the situation, a lot of times people may wait to do the appraisal until they get the letter of interest for financing. Some lenders, depending on the property as well, will request an environmental report that will also take about another 2 to 4 weeks. This can be done in conjunction anytime with the appraisal or anytime with the application. And then the credit department might be as low as 2 to 3 weeks as well once they receive all those reports. From there, they'll issue a commitment in which the funding typically takes 2 to 4 weeks at that time once it's being sent or sent out for the lawyers to prepare instructions. And that will depend completely on how detailed the financing request is. So private commercial financing, you can kind of just take away the longer time period with the lenders departments. There's less bureaucracy, right? So you'll typically get a term sheet for financing significantly quicker, and they'll have an approval level that will really be done within the week versus something that might take 2 to 3 weeks to get done. So in this case, you can typically see maybe as soon as 4 to 5 weeks for financing. All right, so debt servicing, right? On the residential side, you have got a total debt servicing ratio, which is in relation to your personal income versus your personal debts. On the commercial side, you've got a debt coverage ratio. That debt coverage ratio is the income coming into the building versus the expenses going out. And then they'll have a certain debt coverage ratio that will tell you how much of a loan you'll qualify for. Here are some fees. I mean, all these fees are they add up, right? So, but it's good to know roughly how much they are. We'll get any of these fees and quotes to you in writing, any in advance of any expenses to you. But typically we do see between 2,500 and 3,500 for appraisals. I've seen upwards of 5,000. Environmentals, 2,000 and 2,500. That's for phase one report. If there's any type of remediation, then the pricing does increase significantly. Um, Good faith deposit on larger deals will typically see between 2,500 and 1% of the total loan size. Um, Building inspection reports, I've seen anywhere between $1,500 to $5,000, depending on the size of the building. Lender broker fees will be communicated to you in writing, write the term sheet and the letter of engagement, and legals and insurance or other costs that may have to or you will have while you're doing your financing. So if you've got any questions, again, please feel free to give me a call, send me an email. More than happy to jump on a Google Meet or a Zoom Meet and discuss your project. Once again, Keith McIntosh, thank you for taking the time to review my quick commercial FAQ, and I look forward to speaking with you about your project.